spiritual awakening. Mystery. If you found this, the chosen one is ready. No coincidence. The ghost signal. Do not adjust your screen. Do not check your connection. The glitch you are experiencing is intentional. Welcome to the void. Welcome to the space between the videos. I must tell you something before we begin. Something that might scare the sleeping part of your mind, but will excite the awakened part of your soul. This video does not officially exist. You did not find this video by accident. The algorithm did not recommend this to you based on your watch history. The algorithm is designed to keep you asleep. It feeds you entertainment. It feeds you distraction. It feeds you the Matrix. This video is a glitch in that system. Think about the precise millisecond you clicked on this thumbnail. Think about the series of random events in your day that led you to sit down, open your device, and scroll to this exact coordinate in the digital ocean. Was it random, or was it a summons? Physics tells us that two objects vibrating at the same frequency will naturally find each other. This video has a specific frequency code embedded in it, a code that is invisible to the sleeping masses. If you are hearing my voice right now, it means your internal frequency has finally matched the frequency of this truth. It found you. For a long time, you have felt it, haven't you? A subtle feeling that the world around you is not solid. A suspicion that reality is more like a dream or a simulation than a physical place. You have noticed the glitches, the moments of deja vu, the numbers repeating on the clock, 11:11, 3:33, the times you thought of someone and they instantly called. The world told you these were coincidences, but the chosen one knows there are no coincidences. What if I told you that the reality you see right now, the room you are sitting in, the device in your hand, even the body you are wearing, does not actually exist until you look at it? What if I told you that you are not living in a universe, you are rendering one? This transmission is the key. We are about to unlock the source code of your existence. We are going to explain exactly why you are here, how you are creating this illusion, and the secret contract your soul signed before it entered this density. But be warned, once you see the mechanism, you cannot unsee it. Once you realize that the walls of your prison are made of your own thoughts, the door unlocks, and you will have no choice but to walk through it. Are you ready to see how the magic trick is performed? Are you ready to stop being the audience and start being the magician? I need you to confirm your clearance level. I need you to signal to the universe and to your own higher self that you are awake and listening. Close your eyes for a second. Take a deep breath. Feel the gravity of this moment. Then open your eyes. Go to the comment section below. Leave a digital footprint in the matrix. Write, "I am ready." Do it now. By writing this, you are accepting the download. You are telling the observer within you to open its eyes. We are waiting for you. Chapter 1. The Observer Effect, the Source Code. Let us begin with the mechanism, the engine that powers this entire simulation. For centuries, humans believed that the world was out there. You believed that if you closed your eyes and died, the world would continue exactly as it is. You believed that the chair you were sitting on is solid, hard, and independent of you. You believed you were a tiny spectator in a massive, pre-existing universe. That is the lie. And the shocking part is, science has proven it is a lie for over 100 years. They just didn't tell you what it meant. In the early 20th century, the fathers of quantum physics, Heisenberg, Bohr, Schrödinger, stumbled upon a discovery that terrified them. They found that when they broke matter down to its smallest level, electrons, photons, quarks, it wasn't matter at all. It wasn't solid. It was just potential. It existed as a wave of probability, a cloud of maybe. It was everywhere and nowhere at the same time. But the moment a scientist, a conscious observer, looked at it to measure it, snap, the wave collapsed, the cloud froze. It instantly became a solid particle. It chose a location. It became a thing. Do you understand what this means? Matter does not exist without a mind to observe it. Apply this to your life, right now. The video you are watching, exactly this version of it, did not exist in your reality until the moment you clicked it. Before that moment, it was just a potential, a code floating in the server, a ghost. Your attention is what rendered it into existence. Your attention is the play button of the universe. This is the observer effect, and it is not just about subatomic particles, it is about you. You are walking through life thinking you are discovering the world. No, you are projecting it. Your eyes are not cameras that take photos of the world. Your eyes are projectors that beam the world into existence. Think about a video game. When you play a game, does the entire massive world exist all at once? No. The computer only renders the room your character is standing in. The mountains behind you, they are not there. They are just code. They only pop into existence when you turn your camera to look at them. Your life is exactly the same. The reality behind your back right now is just a wave of energy. It only becomes the wall, the door, the person when you turn your consciousness toward it. This is why the mystics say the world is Maya, illusion. They knew. Thousands of years before quantum physics, they knew. They knew that consciousness is the primary substance. Matter is just the shadow that consciousness casts. But here is where it gets dangerous. If reality only forms when you look at it, how does it decide what form to take? Why does the wave collapse into a chair and not an elephant? Why does your bank account collapse into poverty and not wealth? Why does your relationship collapse into fighting and not peace? The universe doesn't choose. You choose. But, and this is the trick, you are not choosing with your logical mind. You are choosing with your expectation. Neuroscience calls this predictive processing. Your brain is a prediction machine. It is constantly guessing what it should see next based on your past memories. If you believe the world is hostile, your observer scans the wave of potential and collapses only the hostile particles. If you believe you are unlovable, your observer ignores the love that is present and renders only the rejection. You are trapping yourself in a loop. You are observing the same reality every day because you are waking up with the same expectations every day. You are reloading the same save file of the video game over and over again, and wondering why the level never changes. To break the loop, you must understand the environment you are living in. You must understand the empty room. Chapter 2: The Empty Room Theory. Imagine for a moment that you are not a human. Imagine you are pure consciousness, a being of light, and you have been placed inside a simulation called Earth. The simulation starts as an empty room. There is no furniture, no decoration, no story, no drama. It is just a white void of infinite potential, the 0-point field. Now you walk into this room. You are the observer. Whatever you bring with you into the room becomes the furniture of the room. If you walk in carrying a heavy bag of trauma from the past, suddenly the room fills with shadows, sharp edges, dark corners. You look around and say, "Why is this room so scary? Why is life so hard?" But the room was empty. You furnished it with your trauma. If you walk in carrying a deep belief of "I am not enough," the room instantly populates with people who criticize you, with bosses who underpay you, with lovers who abandon you. You scream, "Why does everyone treat me this way?" But the people are just actors. They are props. They were summoned by your observer to act out the script of "I am not enough." Reality is an empty room waiting for your instructions. It has no built-in meaning. It has no built-in suffering. It is neutral. It is pliable. It is soft clay. But here is the tragedy of the human condition. Most people are hoarders. They carry the furniture of the past into every new room they enter. Think about a new relationship. You meet someone new. It is a fresh start, an empty room. But what do? You drag in the old sofa of "My ex cheated on me." You hang up the old painting of "Men cannot be trusted." You play the old background music of "I will eventually be hurt." And guess what? Within 6 months, that new, beautiful, empty room looks exactly like the old room you hated. The new partner starts acting like the old partner. The betrayal happens again. And you say, "See, I knew it. All men are the same." No, all rooms are the same because the interior decorator is the same. You observed the past into the present. You collapsed the wave of new potential into the particle of old pain. This is the mechanism of karma. Karma is not a punishment from a god. It is simply the momentum of your observation. It is the habit of furnishing your room with the same old junk, lifetime after lifetime. The chosen one is the soul who realizes, "Wait a minute, I can throw the furniture out. I can enter the room empty. I can look at the white void and choose to see a palace instead of a prison." When you truly grasp the empty room theory, you stop blaming the world. You stop blaming the matrix, because you realize that the matrix is just a mirror reflecting your own face. If you smile at the mirror, it has no choice but to smile. If you scream at it, it must scream back. So the question is not, "How do I change the room?" The room is automatic. The question is, what is the blueprint I am holding in my hand? What is the hidden program running in the background of your mind that dictates what furniture appears? There is a specific name for this program. It is called the background question, and unlocking this question is the key to shifting your timeline instantly. In the next chapter, we're going to find your background question, and we're going to rewrite it. Chapter 3: The Background Question. We have established that reality is an empty room furnished by your observation. But how does your observer decide what furniture to bring in? It follows a specific command code, and this code is not an affirmation. It is not a prayer. The universe operates on a search engine mechanism, and the query you are typing into that search engine every single second of every single day is called the background question. Most people think they create reality with their statements, "I am rich," "I am loved." But the universe ignores statements. Why? Because a statement is often a lie you tell yourself. The universe listens to questions because a question directs focus, and focus collapses the wave. If I ask you, "What color is your shirt?" your brain must look at your shirt. It has no choice. The question hijacks your focus. Now, apply this to your life. Deep in your subconscious, beneath the noise of your daily thoughts, there is a silent question looping on repeat. It has been there since childhood. For 99% of people, the question is a victim question. Why is this happening to me? What is wrong with me? How will I survive this? Why am I always abandoned? When you live in the frequency of, "Why am I so broke?" your brain, the world's most powerful quantum computer, goes to work. It scans the infinite field of potential to find the answer. And because the universe is a mirror, it must give you an answer that validates the question. It shows you an unexpected bill. It shows you a lost job. It shows you inflation. It screams, "Here is why you are broke. I found the evidence you asked for." Do you see the trap? You are manifesting the answer to a question you don't even know you are asking. The chosen one is the soul who realizes, "I have been asking the wrong questions." If you want to shift your reality, you do not need to force positive thinking. You simply need to change the search query. Imagine if you woke up tomorrow and instead of the old loop, your background question was, "How did I get so lucky? Why does everything always work out for me? What amazing miracle is trying to find me today?" At first, your logical mind will fight it. It will say, "That's a lie, you're not lucky." But the quantum search engine is obedient. It doesn't care about true or false. It only cares about the query. If you persist in asking, "How did I get so lucky?" the observer creates a vacuum, and the universe must rush in to fill that vacuum with evidence of luck. It must collapse the wave into lucky events to answer the new code. This is the secret of the golden touch. People who seem to have effortless success are not working harder than you. They are simply living in a different inquiry. They navigate the matrix using a different map. So I ask you now, stop. Listen to the silence in your head. What is the question playing in the background right now? Is it a question of fear or a question of power? If it is fear, delete it. Backspace. Type a new one. Who would I be if I knew I could not fail? Live in that question and watch the room change. Chapter 4: Timeline Shifting. Now that you have the new question, where does the answer come from? Does the universe build a new life for you, brick by brick? Does it take 10 years to construct? No. This is the part that defies linear time. The answer already exists. You have been taught that time is a straight line, past to present to future. You believe that to change your life, you must move forward along the line, working hard, waiting for results. This is the 3D illusion. In the quantum realm, 5D, there is no time. There is only the eternal now. Every possible version of your life, every possible outcome, every possible you exists right now. They are running simultaneously, like different channels on a television set. There is a channel where you are struggling. There is a channel where you are wealthy. There is a channel where you are healed. They are all broadcasting at this exact second. The only difference is, which channel are you tuned into? You do not change your life. You cannot change a channel that is broadcasting a horror movie into a comedy. The horror movie is recorded. It is what it is, but you can switch the channel. This is called timeline shifting or quantum jumping. When you change your background question, you are essentially picking up the remote control. You are shifting your frequency from channel victim 101.1 FM to channel creator 108.0 FM. And when you shift, you don't travel forward, you travel sideways. You step laterally into a parallel reality where the thing you want is already the norm. How do you know if you have shifted? Look for the glitches. Have you ever remembered something clearly, but everyone else remembers it differently? The Mandela effect. Have you ever lost an object, searched everywhere, gave up, and then found it sitting in plain sight on the table? Have you ever felt like the people around you, your family, your boss, suddenly changed personalities overnight? These are not failures of memory. These are signs of the shift. You moved. You jumped tracks. In the old timeline, the keys were lost. In the new timeline, the keys were on the table. In the old timeline, your boss was angry. In the new timeline, your boss is kind. You are literally walking between worlds. The chosen one must stop trying to fix the old timeline. You cannot fix a broken mirror. You get a new one. You cannot fix the old version of you who is addicted to suffering. You leave that version behind in the old reality. You simply identify with the new version. This brings us to the most difficult part of the training. If shifting is instantaneous, why do you still see the old reality? Why does the bank account still look empty after you have shifted your mindset? Why is there a delay? This is the safety mechanism of the matrix, and understanding it is the only way to keep your sanity. Chapter 5: The Mirror Mechanism. and the time lag. You have changed the question. You have tuned in to the new timeline. But you open your eyes, and the 3D world looks exactly the same. The debt is still there. The loneliness is still there. And your ego screams, "It didn't work. This is a lie. Go back to the old way." Stop. Do not move. This is the test of faith. This is the time lag. Reality is a mirror, but it is not a normal mirror. It is a mirror with a delay. Imagine you are looking at a star in the night sky. The light you see actually left that star millions of years ago. The star might not even exist anymore, but you are still seeing its ghost. Your 3D reality is exactly like that star. The world you see around you right now, your house, your job, your relationships, is just the echo of your past vibrations. It is the ghost of who you were 6 months ago. Matter is dense. It is heavy. It takes time for the atoms to rearrange themselves to match your new frequency. When you shift your timeline internally, the external world needs a moment to catch up. This gap between the shift and the manifestation is called the buffer of faith. Most people fail here. They smile at the mirror, do the technique. They look at the reflection, check for results. They see the reflection is still frowning, no results yet. So they stop smiling and start frowning again. And the mirror says, "Okay, you're frowning again. I will keep reflecting the frown." They trap themselves in the loop because they are waiting for the reflection to change first. The reflection can never smile first. You are the cause. The image is the effect. You must hold the smile, the vibration of the wish fulfilled, while looking at a frowning reflection, and know that it is just an old echo fading away. This requires a mental strength that only the chosen one possesses. It requires you to ignore your senses. It requires you to walk through the valley of the shadow of death, the old timeline, and fear no evil, because you know you are already on the mountaintop, the new timeline. If you react to the old reality, you recreate it. If you remain neutral to the old reality, you starve it of energy, and it dies. So when you see the bad news, when you see the lack, do not react. Say to yourself, "This is just the old furniture moving out. This is just the dead star flickering one last time. My new reality is loading." Hold the question. Hold the frequency. Stand still in front of the mirror, and I promise you, the reflection must change. It has no other choice. It is a law of physics. But there is a final layer to this mystery. If you are the one creating all of this, if you are the observer, the shifter, and the creator, why did you choose to forget? Why did a being of infinite power sign a contract to come to this dense, difficult, slow-moving planet? What is the purpose of the struggle? The answer lies in the soul contract, and it is the most beautiful truth you will ever hear. Chapter 6: Synchronicities and Glitches. Now, pay close attention, because what I am about to tell you will validate every crazy thought you have ever had. You have changed your background question. You have shifted timelines. How does the system confirm the shift? It sends you a notification. But since the universe doesn't have a smartphone, it uses synchronicities. You look at the clock, it is 11:11, or 3:33, or 4:44. You see these numbers everywhere, on license plates, on receipts, on phone numbers. The sleepers tell you it's just a coincidence. You're looking for patterns. They are wrong. In the simulation theory, repeating numbers are source code. They are the binary language of the matrix revealing itself. When you see 11:11, it is a digital handshake. It means your internal frequency, the observer, and the external reality, the hologram, are in perfect alignment. It is the universe saying, connection established, downloading new timeline. But it goes deeper. Have you ever experienced déjà vu? That sudden, eerie feeling that I have been here before, or I have lived this exact moment already. Medical science calls it a brain misfire. We call it a glitch. When you shift timelines, your consciousness is jumping from track A to track B. Sometimes the transition isn't smooth. The tracks overlap for a millisecond. Déjà vu is you remembering the other timeline where you already did this. It is a sign that you are not moving linearly. You are moving multidimensionally. And then there are the impossible coincidences. You think of a person you haven't seen in 10 years. 5 minutes later, they call you. Or you're humming a song in your head, and you turn on the radio, and that exact song is playing at that exact lyric. This is not magic. This is entanglement. You are the observer. When you think of the person, you are observing their energy signature. Because time and space do not exist in the quantum field, your observation touches them instantly. They feel the tug of your attention and they reach out. You didn't predict the call, you caused the call. These events, synchronicities, glitches, telepathy, are not random. They are markers. They are signposts on the road telling you, you are awake. The simulation is responding to your command. The Matrix tries to hide these glitches. It wants you to ignore them, so you go back to sleep. But the Chosen One collects them. Every time you see a sign, acknowledge it. Say, I see you. This strengthens the connection. It tells the algorithm, I am aware. Show me more. The glitch check. I want to test the system right now. I want to see how many of you are currently experiencing these glitches. If you have seen 11:11 or experienced a massive déjà vu recently, the system is listening to you. Leave a comment below simply stating, I see the signs. Let's see how many of us are operating on the same frequency code. But if you think these glitches are strange, wait until you hear what your observation can do to time itself. We are about to break the laws of physics. We are going to talk about changing the past. Chapter 7. Retro-Causality. This is the chapter where we leave linear logic behind. This is the secret that the ancient mystics guarded with their lives. You believe that the past creates the present. A causes B, B causes C. You believe that because you were traumatized as a child. A, you are broken today. B. This is Newtonian physics. It is the physics of billiard balls. But you are not a billiard ball. You are a quantum being. In the quantum realm, a discovery was made called the delayed choice quantum eraser. I won't bore you with the math. Here is the shocking conclusion. Decisions made in the present can determine what happened in the past. Let that sink in. Retro-Causality. The present can rewrite the past. How is this possible? Because the past does not exist. Where is the past right now? Can you touch it? Can you put it in a jar? No. The past only exists as a memory trace firing in your brain right now. It is a neural pattern being activated in the present moment. When you observe the past with regret, shame, or victimhood, you are activating the trauma timeline. You are sending a signal back in time that says, that event damaged me. And so, the event remains damaging. It keeps poisoning your present. But the chosen one can edit the film. You can use the observer effect on your own history. This is called revision, a technique taught by the mystic Neville Goddard. You go into your imagination, the simulation room. You replay the scene of the past, but this time you change it. You imagine the person said, "I love you," instead of "I hate you." You imagine you got the job instead of losing it. You imagine you felt safe instead of scared. Your logical mind will scream, but that's lying, that's delusional. But remember, the body and the universe do not know the difference between physical reality and vivid imagination. When you revise the past with intense emotion, you are rewriting the neural code. You are changing the energy signature of the timeline. And when you change the energy of the cause, the past, you automatically change the effect, the present. Suddenly, the trauma loses its grip on you. Suddenly, the person who hurt you reaches out to apologize, or they disappear from your life. Suddenly, you feel whole again. You have literally traveled back in time and rescued your younger self. This is the ultimate power of the observer. You are not a prisoner of your history. You are the author of it. You can write a new chapter 1 anytime you want. But if you can rewrite the script, and you can change the channel, and you can collapse the wave, then a terrifying question arises. Who are you? If you are not your past, if you are not your body, if you are not your thoughts, who is the I that is doing the observing? Chapter 8. The Watcher Identity. We have arrived at the core of the mystery. The answer to the question, who am I? Look at your hand. You can observe your hand. If you can observe it, that means you are not the hand. You are the one watching the hand. Now look at your thoughts. I am worried about money. I am hungry. You can hear these thoughts. If you can hear them, that means you are not the thoughts. You are the one listening to the thoughts. Now look at your feelings. I feel sad. You can feel the sadness. Therefore, you are not the sadness. You are the container holding the sadness. So, if you strip away the body, the thoughts, the feelings, the name, the history, what is left? Who is the ghost in the machine? There is a silent presence behind your eyes. It never sleeps. It never ages. It never judges. It never fears. It simply watches. It watches you when you are crying. It watches you when you are laughing. It watched you being born. It will watch you die. This presence is the observer. Some call it the soul. Some call it consciousness. Some call it the universe experiencing itself. We call it the watcher. The matrix trap is that you have forgotten you are the watcher. You have identified with the character. You think you are the avatar in the video game. You think you are the one getting shot, the one running, the one suffering. You forgot you are the player holding the controller. When you play a video game and your character dies, do you die? No. You put the controller down. You are fine. The chosen one is the soul who remembers, I am not the character. When you shift your identity from the person to the watcher, you become invincible. Because the watcher cannot be hurt. The watcher cannot be broke. The watcher cannot be rejected. The watcher is pure, eternal awareness. This is the state of detachment. It doesn't mean you don't care. It means you don't cling. You play the game of life with passion, but you know it is just a game. And because you know it's a game, you play it better than anyone else. You take risks. You love boldly. You dream big. Why not? It's just a simulation, and you are the programmer. This realization is the red pill. Once you swallow it, the fear of death dissolves. The fear of failure dissolves. You realize that you are the sky, and your problems are just clouds passing through. The clouds cannot hurt the sky. But if you are this infinite, powerful watcher, why? Why did you squeeze yourself into this tiny, fragile human body? Why did you choose a life of struggle? Why didn't you just stay in the bliss of the void? There is a reason, a specific, holy reason why you are here at this exact time in history. You signed a contract, and in the final chapter of this transmission, I am going to read that contract back to you. Chapter 9. The Soul Contract. We have reached the question that haunts you in the middle of the night. If I am the creator, if I am the watcher, if I am infinite and powerful, why am I here? Why did I choose this body? Why did I choose this trauma? Why did I choose this struggle? To understand the answer, you must understand the nature of infinity. Imagine you are the source. You are everything. You are everywhere. You can manifest anything instantly. You think of a star and it appears. You think of love and you are enveloped in bliss. There is no time. There is no delay. There is no resistance. It sounds perfect, doesn't it? But after an eternity of perfection, it becomes boring. There is no challenge. There is no surprise. There is no game. You cannot know bravery if there is no fear. You cannot know light if there is no darkness. You cannot know the thrill of overcoming if there is nothing to overcome. So you, the master soul, decided to play a game. You decided to enter the simulation of density. You decided to play on hard mode. Before you were born, you signed a soul contract, and the first clause of that contract was voluntary amnesia. You agreed to forget who you are. You agreed to forget that you are the creator. You agreed to limit yourself into a tiny, fragile biological body. You agreed to be born into a family that would not understand you. You agreed to experience pain, loss, and confusion. Why? To see if you could remember. To see if you could wake up from the deepest sleep. To see if you could find the light in a world made entirely of shadows. This is the mission of the Chosen One. You are not here to be punished. You are not here to pay off a debt. You are here to master the art of observation in the most difficult environment in the universe. Anyone can be peaceful in heaven, but can you be peaceful in the middle of a chaotic city? Anyone can feel abundant when they have everything, but can you observe abundance when your bank account is empty? Anyone can love when they are loved, but can you observe love in the face of hatred? That is the game. And you are a master player. That is why your life has been so hard. Do not pity yourself. Respect yourself. You chose the heavy weights because you wanted to build the strongest muscles. You chose the darkness because you knew you parried the brightest lamp. The Matrix is not your enemy. The Matrix is your gym. The NPCs, sleepers who trigger you, they are your trainers. They volunteered to annoy you, to betray you, to hurt you, just so you would have the opportunity to say, I see this, but I am not this. I choose a different timeline. Every time you shift your timeline, you win a level in the game. Every time you change your background question, you hack the code. And right now, by watching this video, you are unlocking the Easter egg. You are remembering the truth of the contract. You are not a victim of Earth. You are a tourist. You are an explorer. You are a system buster. You came here to turn lead into gold through the power of your alchemical vision. And now that you remember, the suffering becomes optional. The game changes. You don't have to struggle anymore. You can just play. You can walk through this world with a smirk on your face because you know it's just a ride. But how do you maintain this state? How do you walk into work tomorrow and not get pulled back into the drama? You need a protocol, a final tool to keep the observer awake. Chapter 10. The Ultimate Protocol. The Silent Witness. This is the final download. The theory is done. Now we practice. The Matrix will try to pull you back. Tomorrow, something will happen. A bill will arrive. A text message will trigger you. A news headline will scare you. The old you would react. The old you would scream, worry, and spiral. And in that reaction, you would collapse the wave back into the old timeline. From this moment on, you have a new response. It is called the Silent Witness Protocol. Step 1. The pause. Stop the download. When the trigger happens, do not speak, do not move, do not think. Freeze for 3 seconds. In that 3-second gap, you are stopping the automatic download of the old program. You are inserting a glitch in your own reaction. Step 2. Dissociate. The step back. Imagine you are floating out of your body. Float up to the ceiling. Look down at your human avatar. See the avatar getting angry. See the avatar getting scared. Say to yourself, I am watching your name having a reaction. Look at him getting angry. Interesting. Look at her feeling scared. Fascinating. By observing the reaction, you disconnect from it. You are no longer the angry person. You are the watcher of anger. And the moment you watch it, the energy loses its grip. It cannot possess you if you are looking at it. Step 3. The pivot. The new query. Now that you are neutral, insert the background question. Do not ask, why is this happening? Ask, what is this showing me? Which timeline am I vibrating at right now? How would the God version of me handle this? Then act from that answer. This entire process takes 5 seconds, but in those 5 seconds, you destroy karma. You break the chain of cause and effect that has trapped you for lifetimes. You step off the wheel of samsara. This is how you live as the chosen one, not by meditating in a cave for 20 years, but by being a silent witness in the middle of the traffic jam, by being the eye of the storm. The storm spins around you, the chaos screams, the matrix glitches, but you stand still. You smile because you know the secret. The storm is you, and you can calm it with a single breath. The activation. I want you to make a promise to your soul right now. A promise that you will stop being the victim and start being the witness. Go to the comments. Write your new command code. Write, I choose my reality. Seal it. Let the algorithm record your sovereignty. The end of the search and the final warning. You have the code. You have the mechanism. You know the secret of the empty room. You know the mission of the contract. This video, which never officially existed, has served its purpose. It was a wake-up call sent from your future self to your present self. And now that the message is delivered, the messenger must fade. You do not need to search anymore. You do not need to watch 100 more videos to find the truth. The truth is not on YouTube. The truth is sitting in your chair. You are the truth. From this day forward, stop asking the universe for permission. Start giving the universe instructions. Treat your life like the canvas it is. Paint it with bold colors. If you don't like the picture, paint over it. You are the artist. You are the paint. You are the brush. But wait. Before you go out there and start bending reality, before you start rewriting your past and demanding your future, there is one final thing you must know. One final danger. You are the creator, yes, but even creators are bound by laws. There is a universal law that sits above the law of attraction, above the law of assumption, above the observer effect. It is the law of balance, the law of equilibrium. You know it as karma. Many chosen ones have learned what you learned today. They used their power to manifest money, power, and love, but they forgot the law of balance. They tried to cheat the system. They tried to take without giving. They tried to shift timelines without paying the energetic price, and the matrix snapped back. It destroyed them. You have the power of a god now, but if you use it like a child, you will burn your own house down. There is a way to create without creating debt. There is a way to shift timelines without paying with pain. But most spiritual teachers will never tell you this because they don't understand the physics of redemption. In the next transmission, we will reveal the spiritual law. We will teach you why the chosen one doesn't pay karma with pain. We will show you how to settle your debts with frequency instead of suffering. Do not use your new power until you understand this law. The power creates the reality, but the law protects the soul. Watch for the next signal. Spiritual awakening law. The transmission is ending. The video is deleting itself from your timeline now. I choose my reality.